Welcome to the Incident Management series. In this video, we explore initial diagnosis, which is the critical first phase of incident response. Initial diagnosis is about systematically identifying the source of an incident through troubleshooting and forming root cause hypotheses. This foundational step determines how quickly and effectively we can resolve any service disruption. Initial diagnosis begins immediately when an incident is detected. Detection happens in two primary ways. First, through alert detection, where monitoring systems automatically identify anomalies or service failures by tracking system metrics and performance indicators. Second, through user reports, where customers proactively notify your support team about service disruptions they are experiencing. In both cases, the clock starts ticking, and initial diagnosis must begin right away. The first step of initial diagnosis is information gathering. Start by collecting incident details. Ask when the issue started, which services are affected, and how many users are impacted. Next, review system metrics including CPU usage, memory consumption, disk space, network latency, and error rates. These metrics give you a clear picture of what is happening in your infrastructure. Finally, examine recent changes. Check for recent deployments, configuration updates, or infrastructure modifications that might have triggered the incident. This comprehensive data collection forms the foundation for everything that follows. The second step is symptom analysis. Understanding what type of problem you are dealing with helps narrow down the root cause. Performance issues manifest as high latency, slow responses, increased resource consumption, and query timeouts. Availability issues show up as services being unreachable, HTTP errors with 500 codes, and connection refused errors. Connectivity issues include network packet loss, DNS resolution failures, and firewall blocking. Data issues involve database connection errors, disk space exhaustion, and data corruption. By categorizing the symptoms, you focus your investigation on the most likely problem areas. The third step is forming a root cause hypothesis. Based on the symptoms and metrics you have gathered, develop testable theories about what caused the incident. Then prioritize these hypotheses by their likelihood and impact. Focus on the theories most likely to explain the observed symptoms and affect the most users. Also consider the scope of the problem. Is it isolated to one component or specific region, or does it affect your entire infrastructure? A well-prioritized hypothesis saves time during investigation. There are proven systematic approaches to troubleshooting. First is divide and conquer. Isolate affected components and test each layer independently to narrow down the root cause. Second is timeline analysis. Map the incident occurrence timeline and correlate it with system changes to identify what preceded the incident. Third is comparative analysis. Compare healthy systems with affected systems to identify configuration differences and spot anomalies. Fourth is dependency mapping. Trace service dependencies, check for upstream failures, and follow error propagation to see how problems spread through your system. These methods work together to pinpoint root causes efficiently. During initial diagnosis, continuously ask critical questions. When did the problem start and has it ever worked before? This establishes a timeline. Who is affected? Are all users impacted or just specific regions and accounts? This defines scope. Is it reproducible? Can you replicate the issue consistently, or is it intermittent? This affects your testing strategy. What changed recently? This often reveals the culprit. What are the error patterns? Are failures continuous or intermittent? This tells you whether the problem is systematic or environmental. These questions keep your investigation focused and productive. To summarize, initial diagnosis follows a clear framework. Gather comprehensive incident data from logs, metrics, and stakeholders. Analyze the symptoms and identify patterns that emerge from your data. Hypothesize about potential root causes based on your analysis. This three-step framework of gather, analyze, and hypothesize sets the foundation for effective incident response. A thorough understanding of the problem enables faster resolution and prevents wasted troubleshooting efforts. Master this framework, and you will become an expert incident responder.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.